don't have enough for everyone here. We'll send copies to people who have signed up and are here now. The easy to learn is very important because as you're sitting at the system, and it's a very rich system, it has a vocabulary of about 1,000 words. If there's something you want to do, you can find it in the vocabulary that's there. And the biggest thing we're doing right now is trying to make those words accessible in the sense that if you know it's there and you don't know what it's called, we want to make it so you can find that. The easy to extend is very important. That's the fact that you can add your own words to the language. That can be done at several levels. The level we use is to write Fortran things called linkules, which provide the capability. You can also write Speakeasy subroutines in the language, and fine. It's very powerful. This is essentially 5 megabytes of code. It's probably an understatement. That's available to you as you're sitting at a terminal. All of this code is just there, and you just type and you get it. So this is, in some sense, a very, very powerful language. It's deceptively simple when you first see it, but as you start exploring it, you discover there's more and more capabilities there. Now, if people have questions, I would like to have interruptions because it's easier for me to sort of target. What I'm going to do now is to demonstrate Speakeasy running on the 9370 there, and can't find my beautiful view graph. Let me just give you one which shows the structure of Speakeasy so you understand what's going on. The user, this is a view graph which I have used for 20 years with variations on it. The variation is the size of the user relative to the computer, which is the bottom box. And it goes up and down depending on whether you're talking about a user on a micro who has essentially large capabilities and the micro doesn't have much, but keeps growing. The user interface is the thing that we pride ourselves on. Speakeasy is a very, very user-friendly package. It predates the terminology user-friendly, but its ultimate goal is to provide ease of access to the machine. The way it works is there is the Speakeasy processor, which is the interpreter. It sort of looks at the characters you type, or the keys you press, or things like that. You define objects in Speakeasy which are in this name storage area. For those of you that know APL, Speakeasy and APL have a lot in common in terms of capability, not in notation. Name storage is the workspace, is the APL terminology. The important feature is we have these libraries of words. We have lots of libraries. These are the vocabulary of Speakeasy. And included in that are all of the operations that people write. There are also documentation is in the libraries, and it's a library system. Speakeasy grows by adding things to the library, not by increasing the capability of the processor. And users can write their own libraries, routines, and they work exactly the same as ours. And what happens is the users often contribute them to us, and we have a contributed library that goes out with Speakeasy. That gives you some of the power. There's no way one small group could give all the capabilities that we now have in Speakeasy. So it's really the audience of users in this broad sense who have created it. With that, I think I'll begin a little demo. Now, I'm going to be using this screen, and on the bottom line is the line that I'm typing. So if you can't see that, I would suggest there are some seats up in the front, off on this side. I have a line that says, can you read this line? And if you can't, then maybe you should move a bit. I'll try to say what I'm typing so that you understand it also. And I've just typed in the word, that sentence, and it says can is not defined because that's not one of the Speakeasy words. So, and it's important in the language that you cannot do anything from the keyboard that will destroy Speakeasy. One of the major frustrations of writing Fortran programs is that you spend a long time producing this program, you run it, and if there's anything wrong, it aborts and you have to start over again. So it's not an interactive way of programming, if you want to say that. Speakeasy, on the other hand, is designed so that you can experiment. There's nothing I can do here besides, well, I'm not used to a 3270. I may succeed in doing something here, but there's nothing you should do in principle with Speakeasy that will get you out except typing the word quit or exit. Those are the only two ways to get out of Speakeasy. You can obviously pull the plug on a micro, that'll get you out, but here I can't do much. So I can just type in gibberish and nothing happens. It looks for that word and didn't find it, okay? I will do something a little more sensible. I'll say 2 plus 2. So I typed in 2 plus 2 and I hit enter, and Speakeasy comes back with 2 plus 2 equals 4. I can say 4 divided by 8, which I do with a bar.